What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the UNLV Rebels, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Tigers have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. He'll bring it out. It's Irvin. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Rebels offense takes the field, and they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David, and I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Right, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago, and this defense is fun to watch. Fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and he'll bring up 4th down. The Rebels will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. That is not what they were after. Bounces out of bounds at the 25, and they are set up with a golden opportunity to score. So Clemson's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. From the shotgun, the inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He leaves it with his back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. All right, guys, let's chat a little UNLV. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations situations you can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what...
The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Looking for more room. And a sensational return, and they finally stop him inside the 15.
What a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. First and 10. They'll give it to him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be. Nowhere to run.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Thomas. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. To throw, it's Calandria. Here's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with this target.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Floating away. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Wants to fire on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Caught in the backfield. It's Haynes. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be first down, goal to go. And the Tigers are flying down the field. field position with the return.
And the offense got exactly what they wanted. They got the look. They dialed up the play. Everything was going great until they forgot to hold on to the football.
Yeah, it's plays like that that end up losing you games, right? This is an offense that has playmakers, and they can create explosive plays, and they got one right there, but you just have to finish. You got to have better ball security. Give the defense credit, though. They forced the takeaway and changed momentum.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. To the air, it's Calandria. Catch in the middle, it's Gums. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, running back on the move. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water inside.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
To the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Brown. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw on 3rd. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Finds some fresh air. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. They're going to run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Makes the catch. It's Reynolds. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
And you want to run the football, right? That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Under fire. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. They're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Wants to throw. It's Calandria. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Got a little space. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Brown. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Slithers into space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, it's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the air, it's Klubnik. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable.
QB strikes the ball to stop the clock.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. With the catch, it's gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. Rushes on him. Using his feet to buy time. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Rebels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll open the second half on the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Finds his man. It's Williams. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. Think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard week in, week out, Clemson's going to be really tough to beat.
These read option plays are very hard to stop because you got to have enough guys in the box to play that immediate run, but also always be ready for that quarterback to take the ball and scoot out wide.
And when the quarterback operates this like a magician, he hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Rebels offense is back on the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. A little screen to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now second along from the 21. Quick spin on the run. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. He did not make it a stonewall on third down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gums. The Rebels get enough for the first down.
And that's a play that defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Might as well stick with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Back to throw. It's Calandria. Under fire. And he throws another interception. His fourth of the night. They drag him down at the 34-yard line, and they said they wanted to force mistakes, and they did just that. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking to fire. Quickly complete. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick six. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
Got his man. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Flips it out on the screen. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Clemson will come to the line with the 1st and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it out. It's Moore. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And down he goes back with the 3. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. A fair catch is called for. It'll give him great field position. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive.
29 Philly. 29 Philly.
Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Still looking, on the move. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time, gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the 1st down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Using the quick game. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical 3rd down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
Touchdown, Tigers. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Game 1, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Kansas State looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Glover. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting into progression.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays, and now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, It has to happen now in this 2-minute situation.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. 6th play of the drive coming up. Off the play fake. They get to him as he throws. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet.
And this is exactly the situation you want to get in as a defense. You got the lead late in the football game. You know they got to throw. And what do? You get to the quarterback, you hit him, and you get pressure on him. And then what happens, Paul?
Yeah, it's complimentary football, David. No question about it. They're just putting the hammer down right now with the lead. The defense playing accordingly, now giving it back to their offense for an opportunity to pad this lead even further here as we're in the 4th quarter.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground, clock is their friend. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Grab behind the line. It's Williams. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
He'll pull it on the read. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. And he missed it. No good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. Bitterly disappointing start to the season as they can't come up with a W and open 0-1.
And there's still so much room to improve for this football team. I know this is not the performance they were expecting here today, but